G'day, hi, and welcome. All right. You thought you were looking at a loser, somebody who's broke and poor. But I'll have you know, I won $14. uh, Little scratch tickets, I brought them in. I thought I only won $2, but I actually won, on these guys here, I won, I think on the other one I won $10. And then two of them I actually won $2 on, so I bought two more. And I just I banked my other $10. So it's like, now I'm like, I'm not like you simpletons anymore. You know, like I got $14, right? So, and on my way back, I saw freaking Marvin up on the hydro. I'm like, way the hell over there? And I was like, Marvin, what are you doing over there? He's like, eagle eye over the power. I'm like, Marvin, you're gonna get eaten by a freaking hawk if you stay up on those power lines. It's kind of a vulnerable spot to be. I saw Joey going up that way. I don't know. I guess he's going to my aunt's. Saw Casper up there this morning. I haven't seen Chippy yet. But the last nut finally fell, guys. I am ruler of the last nut. Anyway, yeah. So my black walnut is now. When I opened the door this morning, I was like, is he going to be in here? So I guess I must have walked him in yesterday. I think that's what happened. He was probably in the basement or something when I closed up. Brought some more stuff down. Pa's gone moosing. Yeah, he's gone moosing. So pray for my dad gets a moose. There's 6 guys, maybe 8 guys, so they're 2 to a moose. If they could each get a moose, that would be. My cousin went with my dad. He got the moose the last time. He got the calf, and my dad nearly got a moose. He says he knew the moose was there, but he couldn't get a shot at him because he was just like moose hide in the brush, right? You know, it's like he just wouldn't come out, and it's just like you knew it was in there. You could hear him grunting and everything like that. He says he said he was close too. Like he was like under 100 yards. He was like he just wouldn't come out of the freaking brush. And yeah, so. But I'd love it. That's my dad's dream is to shoot a moose. So I'd love it if they shot a moose. If he got the moose, it was cool that my cousin got one. But I don't know what's in though. If it's everything or if it's just bulls. I think it's just bulls this year. I think. That said, I forgot to inquire about the trapping license. Yeah, because that starts tomorrow. Yeah, so I got to call my client. I was going to call my client yesterday night, but I decided I'll call him tonight. Say, hey, guess what happens tomorrow? Well, I'm going to pick up my trapping license and maybe Sunday or whatever, early in the week, we go set some traps. I pretty much got everything I need. I got to cut a couple of little, sticks, whatever. Make some trap holders. But because I'm going across a creek, I might do it a little bit differently. What I'm probably going to do is, I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because I want to go across, something I can just lie across, but it has to go low enough that the beaver are going to go below it, and then I have to kind of make a bit of a barrier. I got 3 traps. So I've got to be very strategic how I put these traps in. And I'm thinking where the best spots would be. Because I thought I had more poles and stuff, but apparently I don't. I guess my trapping poles, I don't know what I did with them all. I'm sure they're up in the I'll look again tonight, but because my brother's been moving a lot of stuff around. He knows he hasn't touched my trapping stuff, but maybe he piled stuff like kind of on it. So I still got to bring all that stuff down, which I might go up. Like there's stuff I want to do down here for sure. I started recording with the drums yesterday on my song. I'd love to get that song finished this weekend. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try another attempt with the drums. And the drums are hard to record because the volume of the drums. You know what I mean? It's hard to hear the guitars and stuff, even if it's just one guitar. You know what I mean? It's like, especially the 8 string. It's kind of muddy, right? So, yeah, I got to kind of figure that out. But yeah, maybe we'll grab some more trapping stuff. My memory's about to fill up. So what I'm going to do is I'll run this video to the end, and then we'll see where we're at. But I'm starting to bring down some tools. I got to sort so many things out. I started sorting my garage, the veranda garage, out yesterday. So I got one side of it done, with the side with the motorbike. And there's a lot of stuff that's just going to get chucked into that freaking woodshed. The problem is like, because the woodshed is so cluttered, it's going to take so long to get everything out of there. I'm going to just kind of, like just chucking stuff in there. I don't want to lose my stuff in amongst all that junk, right? So, yeah, so one day another what I might do is go talk to my aunts and uncles and ask them if they're putting out any recycling this or any, if they mind if I topped up the garbage can, like I'll make them the deal. Hey, I'll take your garbage right now, whatever you got, and whatever's left in your garbage can, I'm going to top up with mine. My stuff, just so like because that's 4 cans. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 cans, 5 cans of stuff going out would be really, really good. You know what I mean? That would make a big difference in there if I could do that. But I think we're on the recycling week, so I don't know. What I might do is, because I don't think we have a lot of recycling up home. I'll see how much we have up home. I'll just grab one, I'll fill it, and I'll bring it back. And then that'll be 2 recycling cans going out. And then, yeah, that will be really good. And then the following week, it's the garbage again. Like, I mean, I could just do it all here, but it's like, if I could get things to go a little bit faster, the sooner I'm done in the woodshed and the basement here, the sooner I can tackle the barns and the granary and the and stuff like that, and the sooner I can really focus on the outside stuff, which I do plan on dropping a couple of trees this weekend. So don't worry, I'm not going to cut down Marvin's tree. He's kind of partial to that tree, so I'll leave that tree. Not partial to that tree because my black walnut. So other than that, I cut it down. To help him. You know what I mean? Practically he lives in here anyway. So this is like when you think about the scale of a squirrel versus the house, like that's like the largest mansion in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's like the largest mansion in the world. This old house, it's a squirrel mansion. Yeah, Squirrel McMansion. There you go. But yeah, if I can get all the trapping stuff down here, I brought down some stuff yesterday. Like, I never come down empty-handed. I brought down like 3 bags and some box and stuff, and I let 2 straps to my dad just in case he needs them. But I brought some of my straps down here, so I got to get all that stuff organized so that if I need it, it's in it. Like right now, like all my tools up there are in a spot where it's like if I need it, it's in there. Like I know like you name the tool, I know where it is, right? But right now the chaos of moving, this half the stuff's here, half the stuff's there. That's kind of that throws a monkey wrench into the plan, especially when I'm going to run out of space where I'm going to put everything until I can organize it. So bring a little bit down, organize a little bit, because I don't want stuff piled on top of stuff. You can't find stuff. I love everything easy access. Plus, I'm ending up with a bunch of extra milk crates and tubs. What I really need to get is plastic toolboxes. Um, Usually, every time I go up to Renfrew, I go into the Canadian Tire and I buy one of those plastic toolboxes. Yeah, they're expensive, but they. What I like about them is that they're not too big. You could sort them out. Like I'd like that one just for like wood tools, one for wrenches and screwdrivers, that kind of thing. Uh, Instead of like a clutter box. Right now, my toolbox is a clutter box. Um, yeah, big truck. Using your Jake brake in the town. Just say. But I have, like a couple of totes full of like bulk tools. And guys, next year I'm going to be having the biggest yard sale. I'm just going to get rid of stuff. Like there's tools that I use, tools that, like for example, my chisels, like my kind of like drift pin chisels, like made out of old rail ties. I got like probably 50 of them. Do I really need 50 of them? You know what I mean? I'll keep Bonnie because Bonnie's the best chisel ever. I got it from a girl named Bonnie, and it's just every time like there's something like seized or something, I grab that chisel. It's like Bonnie gave that to me. Thanks, Bonnie. So it's like you guys probably seen it when I was working on my Dodge changing the brakes. It was Bonnie that unseized the calipers. So I call the chisel Bonnie. Nice lady. We got a lot of scrap metal. I got like old tools from her. I got like probably 100-year-old crowbars, like really old stuff. And some of that stuff, yeah, like I use it from time to time. These are tools that are you can kind of throw them in the corner, and you don't really care about them a lot, but you care about them enough that they when you need them, you can they're useful, right? My crowbar section, I got to sort that out. Like I need a, problem with crowbars are all sorted lengths, but like it's nice to have a crowbar toolbox. So then like your mini crowbars and all that, your nail pullers are all in one spot. Then to have a toolbox that kind of like, okay, these are the tools I'm taking for the day, that kind of stuff, right? So you don't have to carry 10 toolboxes. So the toolboxes are more like for storage. The milk crates, the tubs, like a lot of it is just for storage. But there's a lot of tools I have that I really like. I have like 2 screwdriver sets and then a whole bunch of miscellaneous screwdrivers. Just put them all in one and one and done, right? So it's kind of one of those things where once you got all your tools sorted out, I have a few tool bags, whatever, kind of like I call it a possible bag, a little bit of a heritage there. It's like my possible bag, just throw whatever in there, just so it's not on the floor, right? And I got a tape measure in every one. Always a tape measure. You can never have enough tape measures. I find tape measures all the time. So every toolbox should have a tape measure in it, just as a pencil, right? So it's a good idea to have all that. So the other thing is, as I get the tools down here, is to have them sorted out so that my buddy Paul and I have to go do a job. What do we need? Okay, need this, and this, and grab it. So the big tools that I use, like the rakes and stuff like that, eventually all that stuff's going to go out there into the woodshed. But like I say, until I get the woodshed completely sorted out, like the sporting equipment can go out there because I can recognize it right away. I'm not going to mix, and eventually I'll hang not too much on the walls in there, but like some of the light stuff can go on the walls. I got to bring down like the snow rake that like that can go in there. That doesn't need to be on the veranda. Stuff like that. So there is stuff to do and stuff to bring down yet, but there's really not that much. Most of the stuff to bring down, like I'm throwing in the wood up there, but I still gotta finish cleaning up the basement, to a satisfactory kind of, get it cleaned enough that it really, um, it really, it makes it really manageable, right? So all the food stuff is down. Pretty much everything outside, with the exception of a couple of tools and the trapping, some trapping, stretching boards and stuff, are pretty much down. Um, it's really just the stuff in my room, and that's it. And not everything in that room is coming down, but a lot of it is. A lot of it is. Like my barrels, I'm gonna have to bring those down pretty soon. Don't know where I'm gonna put them though. Like they're really cool, and I gotta put them somewhere. Yeah, my barrel tables. They're, yeah. Put them over there. That's where I want to put the piano when I get a piano. Yeah, I want to keep the place as uncluttered as possible. I think that's. I think that's the most important. Is that I don't let the place get the way it was. Like it's not a very big place when you think about it. There's it's a lot. Like the living room is also the dining room, and like it goes into the kitchen. So the kitchen is big and the living room is big, but it's really only the two rooms. You know what I mean? And then you've got your bathroom and then the two bedrooms, right? And the one bedroom is actually good size. It doesn't even need to be that big really. But like I won't be modifying anything in here. Any mods that I would do in here, it's like, okay, now save it. Save it for like I say, like if I ever own the place, I don't know. There's a charm to this place that I would never want to knock it down. But if the money was there and I had, like let's say I won instead of winning $14, I won 14 million. Okay, yeah. Well, maybe what I would do is I would, like there's enough. I'd see if I can buy the whole property. In a couple of years, I might make a pitch, and it would secure it. Like you never own anything, like a house. You don't own it. You don't own your house because if you don't pay your taxes on it, you lose your house, right? So you never truly own it, right? So it's like, okay, buy a house, and then by the time you pay the property taxes, it works out a little bit cheaper than renting, So right now I'm just renting enough to, like I'm not like my family. They're not trying to make money off me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like when I do it, I will once I get everything all cleaned up and done for the winter. I'll have a sit down and crunch the numbers with you for this place, but I'm really waiting on that first hydro bill just to see what's going to happen. The mail service, Canada Post is still on strike, but it's a rotating strike, so we're still and I still got to go get them next week sometime. I got to make my way out to the neighboring town. But I gotta see if the post office is actually open, so I can go get a PO box, just so I can, it's really just to get the hydro bill here, right? So I don't know what happens to your mail when you don't have a PO box. Like I guess you pick it up at the post office. I don't know. Right, because that would be a pain in the butt. But I'd have a PO box, so that'd be cool. It would be, like if you guys wanted to send me stuff or whatever, I could maybe put out the PO box and say, okay, this is the dimensions. It can't be anything any bigger than this. Not that I'm expecting you guys to send me stuff, but you never know. It'd be cool. You know what I mean? It's something that I'm contemplating whether I'm going to do or not. Because it's like like that information is kind of like it's like I don't want people showing up at my house that I don't know. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like it's yeah. So there's things to consider. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But for the most part, I'm like every day I come down, I bring something, and now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, what am I going to bring down? There's stuff to bring down, so it's like don't overthink it. Just grab something and come down. I'm not at the point where okay, this has to come down first, that, then that. Then I'm at the grab something and come down with it. Most of the stuff goes in the bag, so it's not too heavy. But I got like the tote. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring down the tote of tools. A tote of tools. Would you like a tote of tools? Um, yeah, and then I got 3 totes to bring down for my big tools, and then the rest of the stuff probably going to go in the bags, and because I don't make several trips a day. Like I could get it done in one day, or maybe not one day, but 2 or 3 days. But it's just like there's no rush. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter if I get the tools all down here now, or as long as they're down here by spring, right? Because I'm at the end of my season. Uh, there's really like there's no rush for the tools. Most of my tools I don't use because they're only like, okay, I need this and this. Oh, now I need this tool for one little job. Okay, we're doing a demolition job. Grab